Donald Trump just revealed that the US will run Venezuela for now, that if they leave, who will run the country? And I know you're not surprised, but hear it by yourself. Then when I come back, we will talk about other things that I believe you've not even thought of.
Are you saying that Secretary Hegseth and Rubio are going to be running Venezuela, and will you be sending in U.S. military
They're going
troops
to be
to
a
provide?
team that's working with the people of Venezuela to make sure that we have Venezuela right. Because for us to just leave, who's going to take over? I mean, there is nobody to take over.
So, did you hear what he said? Good. So, when Trump says the US will run Venezuela for now, and then he's asking if we leave, who will run the country? Like, seriously. So, he's not speaking as a constitutional lawyer, or is he? Oh, okay. Is he speaking as a diplomat? No. He is speaking as a power realist, almost like a corporate takeover mindset applied to geopolitics. Now, does it make any sense, legally or morally? No, because it violates international law, sovereignty, and the UN Charter. But who cares about sovereignty anymore? The US has no legal mandate to govern Venezuela. Even past US interventions, like in Iraq, in Afghanistan, at least tried to wear these marks of, they call it coalition or UN resolution. So on paper, this sounds absurd. Yes. But just politics, unfortunately, is not run on paper. What Trump is actually saying is this. Let's decode it. Trump is signaling three things at once. That Venezuela is being treated as a failed state. That's number one. See, in power politics, once a country is labeled unstable or unable to govern itself, sovereignty becomes negotiable. That's quite unfortunate. This is Trump's logic. Maduro is gone or is irrelevant. So institutions becomes hollow. Someone must impose order. That's what he's thinking. This is the trusteeship mentality. Same logic used historically by colonial powers. Same logic the US used in Iraq. That's the CPA. And Afghanistan. He is openly saying things or what others usually hide behind diplomatic language. Number two, this is about control, not democracy. If the goal were democracy, the US would immediately call the UN supervised elections, invite regional actors like Brazil, Colombia, that's the CARICOM. Instead, Trump is framing it as we stay because chaos will follow if we leave. That tells you that the priority is nothing but oil security, preventing China, Russia, Iran from filling the vacuum, sending a warning to the global south. And three, psychological warfare. Trump is also speaking to multiple audiences. The Latin America, don't assume US restraint anymore. Do not assume it. He's talking to China and Russia. Your Western Hemisphere presence has limit. Domestic US audience. I am decisive. I don't do things halfway. This is also what you can call the Monroe Doctrine 2.0, but this time around without any shame. If the US leaves, who would run the country? This line is especially revealing. It implies Venezuelans cannot govern themselves. Regional organizations don't matter. The US sees itself as the default authority. That's pathetic. That mindset is dangerous because it normalizes open-ended occupation, justifies staying indefinitely, create dependency instead of institutions. It's the same logic that trapped the US in Iraq. We can't leave because everything will collapse. And ironically, things collapse because the occupier stays. Yeah. Now, what is the real intentions of the US? Careful analysis suggests four overlapping intentions. Secure energy leverage. Venezuela's oil is strategic, especially in a fractured global energy order. Reassert hemispheric dominance. This is a message that the US will no longer tolerate strategic freelancing in its backyard. Set a precedent. If Venezuela can be temporarily run, others can too. And this case, Cuba, Nicaragua, even non-aligned African and Asian states watching closely. Test global reaction. Trump is probing how far Russia and China will actually go, whether the global south protests or stays quiet, whether Europe follows or distances itself. Now, why should this worry others, including Africa? Why? Because this is not about Venezuela alone. This, it's not going to stop there. The implicit doctrine is sovereignty is conditional. If a state is weak, if it is isolated, if it is sanctioned or politically inconvenient, then external management becomes acceptable. And this is what I fear for the Sahel state, the fragile oil state, or sanctioned government. This is a huge warning sign. I fear particularly for the Sahel state, Burkina Faso. This is what I think. See, does it make sense diplomatically? No. Does it make any sense in raw power politics? Of course it does. Is it dangerous? Extremely dangerous. Is Trump confused? He's not confused. He is saying out loud what empires usually whisper. And once that line is crossed openly, the global order becomes much more unstable because everyone starts preparing for the same logic to be used against them. This is dangerous. Anyway, for now, this is what everyone knows. What do you know?